I'm Ernie Harris, and this is our Friday night special edition for the Herald News. I am joined with defensive tackle and offensive tackle for the Rake County High School Golden Eagles, Justin Woody. Welcome, Justin. I appreciate you joining me today.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, thank you. Justin wears number 72. He's a senior this year. One of last year's accolades, Justin was Player of the Week in the 2020 season. He's a starter last year as well as this year. Justin, how's it feel to be 2-1 right now at this point in the season, your senior season? How's it feel to you?
It's a great start. It's great to be 2-1. I don't really look at the loss against Alcoa, in all honesty. I just play my game, and so far we've come out with 2 wins.
Very nice. Justin, you had a key, integral sack on a defensive stop for the Eagles on Friday against Anderson County.
Right.
It was huge. It was a huge play. I consider it. I talked with Coach Pemberton, Coach Mark Pemberton about it. You forced them to come out and spike the football. How'd that feel to get that sack at crucial time in the game?
It was exciting, but for a second when I grabbed him, I thought he threw it when he was going backwards. And then when I heard Fish start hollering and jumping, I was like, okay, now we've backed him up. And then it was just great to see that they got frustrated with themselves and had to spike.
I think they were on the 27. You put them back to 32-yard line, which I think might have took them out of field goal range if they were considering a field goal at all at that point.
I think it did.
Right. That would have been a really long field goal. And that forced, like I said, their hand, so to speak. So it was well played, nice play late in the game. You guys won by 2 points, 35-33. How sweet was that?
A little bittersweet, in all honesty, because we shouldn't, as a team, have let them got that far up there. But once again, as a team, we stood up and backed them down, and it was great to win.
It was a great win. You guys, I call it, spotted them 20 points to start the game, and then you just stuck with the game plan, and then just overcame obstacles and kept your composure and won the game.
Yep.
So, very nicely done. Justin, you play offensive and defensive tackle. What's it mean to you to play, be a team leader, so to speak, senior leader? What's it mean for you to be an Eagle and have that role upon your shoulders?
It means a lot. To actually say that I'm leading the team, senior lineman, the sack in the Anderson County game, I feel like I'm showing to the guys below me that it doesn't matter when you get into the game, just do your best to go out there and destroy everybody that gets in your way, whether it be offense or defense. It's just, I feel like me and Fisher together, we're having a great impact, being kind of the 2 senior leaders to walk around and show them this is what we need to do.
Very nice. That's what a senior leader, I guess, is expected to do, so to speak, I guess. What's good on your part? You have Ooltewah this week. Ooltewah, they're no stranger to Rake County. I mentioned to Coach Pemberton, he is 5-1 against them since arriving in 2013. How's it feel going into this game this week? What's the mode of the team, so to speak?
We're going in there like it's first game, 0-0. We ain't looking at our wins. We ain't looking at the losses. Cutting ties. We're going in there and we're playing ball.
Okay, very nice. That's this Friday, September 17th at Ooltewah. Kickoffs at 7:30. Justin, any last words you want to share with Eagle Nation?
I ain't got much, but go Eagles.
Go Eagles. Justin, I appreciate you joining us today. Next up is Briley Mayberry, the wingback, number 22. And we're back. We're joined with Briley Mayberry, Golden Eagle, number 22. Welcome, Briley.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you joining us today. Briley is, like I said, number 22 for the Golden Eagles. Wingback, left wingback, is that right? Right wingback, sorry. Right side. He's been running and catching this season. The Eagles are 2-1. Briley, I asked you this a couple days ago off camera, obviously, but you've had a lot of yards. You had 104 yards against McMinn County in that win, 34-20, on a double-digit carries. Very nice night for you. This past Friday against Anderson County, you also had about 50 or 60 yards rushing and 2 catches for 72 yards. How's it feel to have that kind of game?
It feels great, and just having like Kellamore as my quarterback and the line that blocks for me and everything, it feels amazing.
Very nice. You've had a couple where you almost broken them, including that catch for 32 yards on your own sideline the other day. I thought you were going to go all the way, but the Anderson County defensive back recovered and made the tackle. But you made a move, and then,
Yeah.
how's that feel to make that catch and almost get there?
It gives you an adrenaline rush.
Right.
It gives you just a little bit of life at the end of the game.
Right.
Feels good.
Now, you're a sophomore. How's it feel, and what's it mean to you as a starter, as a sophomore for the Eagles?
They gave me a chance, so I took it. And it feels great to be able to play with the varsity team and go on Friday night.
Very nice. Now, the Eagles are 2-1. You're going to Ooltewah this Friday. Any words about Ooltewah coming up? The mode of the team?
Well, they're getting a lot of their players back this week. That's what they're saying, but I think we'll go in there and handle it pretty good.
Okay.
Like we did the past 2 weeks.
All right. Very nice. It's a region game, so it's definitely important.
Yeah, it's a must-win.
You guys are 1-0 in the region. They beat McMinn County 2 weeks ago, a region game, and then now you're hoping to go 2-0 in the region. So, any other thoughts about how this season's shaping up so far?
We never give up. That's what I like about us this year. It's a good thing to have when we're down 20-0 the first 2 weeks, and we come back and fight, and we win by a touchdown or a field goal.
Right. You mentioned never giving up. I mentioned that to Justin Woody a few moments ago. You kept your composure. Your team, you were down 20-0 just like that, and you guys methodically and just put together drives like you've done for the last 2 weeks and scoring drives. So how's that feel? I mean, 11, 14 play drives. I mean, just taking off clock.
Yeah, well, that's how we get teached on offense, and it feels good because we go in the locker room, we talk about what happened, and we fix our mistakes.
Very nice. Any last words before we go today?
I think I'm good.
All right. Briley, I appreciate you joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you. And look for more players on the Friday Night Special in the coming weeks. Thank you. And we're back with the Friday Night Special. I'm Ernie Harris. We are joined with Rhea County High School Golden Eagle football team manager, Matt Graham. Welcome, Matt. I appreciate you joining us.
Such a blessing.
Thank you. Now, Matt, you were telling me you've been team manager for how many years now?
10 years.
This is the 10th year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it is.
So you started in, 2012? Is that right?
Yes, sir. I became a team manager since my freshman year of high school, and then we finished the year undefeated that year since I know the varsity went 2-8.
Right.
So, because I kind of knew, I grew up with a bunch of my buddies here on the freshman team, so I just did the freshman instead of the varsity that year.
Okay. Yeah, I believe Coach Scott Pendergrass
Yes,
was
sir.
the coach that year. And first time, to my knowledge, in school history, the Rhea County freshmen went undefeated.
Yes, sir. 9-0.
They were 9-0. Very nice. So you've seen a lot of football.
Yes, sir.
In those 10 years, a lot of good football.
Yes, sir.
Coach Pemberton came in 2013.
Yeah, it's my sophomore year of high school.
So your sophomore year. From that point, did you start with the varsity, helping the varsity?
Yeah,
team manager.
My sophomore year, I moved up to varsity.
Okay, all right. So a lot of good years. In 2014, 2015, the Rhea County Eagles, they went to the state semifinals, in the playoffs. So
Yes.
how'd that feel?
It just had a good feeling. It would have been nice if we would have went to the state championship. That was my junior and senior year of high school.
Right.
I remember playing Knox West in the semifinals. I remember playing Ooltewah in the second round. Went to Oak Ridge in the quarterfinals. That's like first time we beat Oak Ridge in the history of Rhea County football. And then playing in the semifinals against Knox West, I remember they were up 28-0 in the first half. And then I remember Tyler Pendleton caught an interception, and then we fought back in the second half, and then we somewhat failed and fumbled the ball at like 1 minute left in the ball game. So it was heartbreaking for us. We were that close to getting to the state title game.
It was one of the most bizarre games I've ever seen, Matt. And I was actually doing Rhea County radio, calling the game, and that was the color guy for Mike Beverly that year, 2014. I've never seen a game like it, Matt. It was 28 straight points by Knox West. Nothing seemed to be going right for the Eagles that night. Couldn't stop them, couldn't move the ball. Second half, Eagles scored 28 unanswered points. It was a crazy game, wasn't it?
It was. We never quit. I remember my senior year, we put a picture of the scoreboard in each door, that Knox West scoreboard, it said it don't affect us, it only strengthen us.
Right.
And I remember we went back into the semifinals my senior year. I had a jersey my senior year with the number 00.
Yeah.
Because I know I've been with football 4 years in high school, and then we had a brutal schedule. We played Baylor. We went to Indianapolis. We played a Cathedral.
Right.
And we've gone against one of the top running backs in Marquis Stepp, which he used to play at USC. Now he's the transfer playing for Nebraska.
Right.
And I remember after we started off the year 3-3, and then we won 4 straight in the regular season.
Right.
And then we went to the playoffs. We remember there was a bunch of sports writers been picking like Farragut and Ooltewah. We played those two. That Farragut game, we just continued playing and all that. And then Ooltewah game, I remember it was one of the best games ever in the history of Ray County football. Was playing Ooltewah in the quarterfinals. I remember they won 16-0 in the first game, and then the second game we didn't quit in that one. I really felt like this is like our chance. And then I remember after Ooltewah scored that touchdown, Eddie Davis ran up, hopped over the offensive line and blocked that field goal, returned all the way back. But luckily, it was during the return, not before and all that.
Extra point. That year in 2015, Ooltewah won 16-0. Coach Pemberton and I talked about that this week on Coach's Corner. And then in the playoffs, you guys got them 14-13.
Yes, sir.
Quite a game, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. That's one of my biggest memories.
This week is Ooltewah week. How's it feel going down there?
It feels like one of these biggest rivalries. That's one of my favorite type of matchups.
Right.
And I just feel you just gotta be ready and all that, because one is a big region game.
Yep.
It's very important, because the most important game is the next game.
Right.
I remember beating Ooltewah in the quarterfinals. We went up to Sevier County in the semifinals. We gone against Vandy quarterback Deuce Wallace.
Yep. He was very good.
Yeah, he was electric. Had that electrifying offense.
Yeah.
We kind of went close too. We lost 42-28.
Right. It was a close game. You guys, through the years, Matt, do you have a favorite team, favorite year, or were those 2 years stand out to you? Were they memorable for you?
I believe those 2 years are memorable. 2014-15. That's during my high school years.
Right.
Especially my senior class. We kind of went back-to-back semifinals. I remember the Monday after the semifinal week, we had like a meeting with Mr. Messimer, and congratulated us for going back-to-back semifinals.
Very nice. What's it mean to you to have the responsibility to be team manager for the Eagles? What's it mean to you?
It means a lot, because one, I really want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for an opportunity.
Yeah.
I like to thank everybody for an opportunity, for giving me a chance of helping with this great program right here. I already set up a goal. We need to get to the state title. We need to play like one.
Very nice. Matt, you do an outstanding job for the Eagles. I know they appreciate you. Coach Pemberton always gives you high kudos at the football banquets and gives you the proper shout-outs,
yes,
so to speak. So it's well-deserved, in my opinion. So any last words for the Eagles?
Well, we need to take a trip to Chattanooga in December.
That's right. This year, he's referring to the Blue Cross Blue Shield Bowl state championships have been moved to Chattanooga for the next 2 years. So he's referring to that. So hopefully the Eagles will be there at Finley Stadium in the first week of December.
Yes, sir.
Matt, I can't thank you enough for joining the Friday Night Special Edition of the Herald News. Thank you.
No problem.
All right.